Okay, this is Newton. I've had him for 2.5 years. He was 3 months old when I adopted him. And I started to train him soon after that. I made a lot of mistakes and I confused him. I confused myself. And but then we learned as we went along what worked in training him. And actually, he's probably learned what has worked in training me. So we're going to talk a bit about this communication back and forth in this video. It's not going to be complicated, and all I'm intending to do here is to is to offer this to people who are now in the situation I was in a couple of years ago, trying to figure out the basic principles, really all you need to know about training your dog and making it a good time for both of you. And once you understand those principles, uh, you can apply them to all kinds of situations that you want. Now, now, here's the key thing, and I'll start with it right away. This is the key thing that I learned. You have to you have to separate your approval, marking the approval for the action that he's manifesting or the gesture that he's showing, and the reward. Okay, so for instance, when I say sit, and he makes even the remotest gesture towards sitting when we started, then you need to say, and I didn't do this at first, but I learned. You say yes, and you could say whatever you want, or some people use a clicker. You do whatever you want, but you have to mark that behavior. That's the behavior you're looking for, and then you mark that with always with the same in the same way. If it's a clicker, okay, you click if you want that. I like to use my own voice to mark it immediately when he's doing it, and then you give him a reward. Now the reward can be praise. You tell him he's a good boy. You give him a piece of. In our case, I use dried duck, which he loves, and also that's kind of nice because if you put it in your pocket for training, it it's dry. It doesn't leave traces behind. Um, and okay, so that's the key thing. You mark the behavior separately from the reward. The reward comes afterwards. And if you don't do that, you'll find that you confuse him. And well, okay, I'll just say before I understood that very basic principle, I was confusing him and confusing me. You have to be able to show him immediately what it is he's doing that's right. Now, the second part of the video is also we're also going to show something else that he was always communicating with me, and um, it took me a while to. I had to be open to see what it is he wanted from me and to respond to that. And because I was asking him to respond to me in things that were more important, really, like sit, stay, come, walk properly on the leash, and those things that can really save his life here in the city. But he was asking me to play, to let him out on the balcony to chase squirrels. So we just started a video a second ago where a squirrel ran by and he interrupted it for me to let him out to get the squirrel. Since that's his job in this in our household here is to go and is to keep squirrels off our balcony because I keep gardens out there. I let him do it. So we'll see how he uh, he created that. He wants to go and chase the squirrels off the balcony. That's perfectly fine by me. But he also has ways of showing me that he wants to play, and I accepted that he could train me how to play and that kind of thing. So this is a communication that works both ways. That doesn't mean that we're equal in this partnership. Don't that's just silly. I mean, of course, um, I'm in I'm in charge, but he's got a lot of leeway, and he's happy. I'm the I'm the father figure for him, and he's always going to be the dependent. But that doesn't mean that the relationship has to be antagonistic. And in our case, it's really not. That said, I'm sure I frustrate him sometimes, and he frustrates me. Okay, so let's carry on, and we'll see how this means. And hopefully, if you're just starting to train your dog, you'll be able to use this. And all I can say is this worked, and this continues to work. Okay, here we go. Okay, sit. 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 Yes. Hey, stay. 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 Come. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Sit. Stay. Okay. Hop on. Yes, good boy. Stay. Hop on. Stay. Good walk boy. Like a human. Yes. Walk like a human. Walk like a human. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Sit. Shake the butt. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Turn. Good boy. Turn. 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 Yes. Yes. Good boy. Assis. Doucement. 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 Yes. Yes. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Heel. 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 Okay, sit. Yes. Good boy. Sit. Here. 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 Sit. Yes. Couche. Yes. Good boy. Debout. Yes. Good boy. Okay. Jump. Yes. Good boy. Okay, Newton decided that when I washed the kitchen floor, uh, I was really asking to play pull, tug of war. So he goes and chooses when he sees me go down to the ground like to the floor like this and start cleaning it. He runs and finds a toy, comes back and wants to play tug of war. So that's what we do. Uh, he invented this one, and I think it's probably a pretty good idea. Newton's favorite game is Catch Me If You Can, and that's when he goes and finds some toy. This time it's the little yellow ball you see there, and he puts his paw on it, and that's to say this belongs to me. See if you can get it from me. And so my job is to chase him to try to get it from him. We do it in the apartment sometimes, but it's really great in the park when we do our exercises because he'll grab a stick and he puts his paw on it, and I have to try to get it from him. It's not easy. And so it's a really intense cardio workout. I do it about 45 seconds at a time. And then I give up. But he runs around trees and around picnic benches or anything to try to make sure that I don't get the stick. Okay, bring it. Bring it. Okay, drop it. Drop it. Okay, good boy. Yes. Oh. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get it. Bring it. Yes. Drop it. Yes. Get the ball. Get the ball.